If you're someone that is very profitable on demo trading but is losing money on live trading, well, then this video is absolutely for you, because in this video I'm going to give you the perfect solution. We will go through each of these specific points, we will answer each of these specific points, and then at the end of the video I will help you guys to definitely overcome this problem of yours. So let's start first thing first to understanding what are the things that you're actually trading for when it comes about demo and real. So most traders, what they do is that they start with their demo account, they spend probably, let's say, a couple of weeks on that or months or whatsoever, and then straight away they jump to the prop firm trading, right? Obviously it makes sense to go to the prop firm because this is where most of the money is, and this is something that we'll be definitely touching over here. But if you're someone that is doing this, or even if not prop firm but you're already jumping on live trading thinking that you can make a lot of money because the outcome of your demo account is absolutely good, then is everything over here is absolutely wrong. So why I'm saying this is wrong, because you need to understand that each of these stage, so if I remove again, once again, sorry, if I do like demo trading, live trading, and then I take prop firm, each of these three has a very specific training point for yourself. What do you mean by training point? Now when it comes about demo trading over here, right, probably the most important thing that you're dealing with is definitely going to be with your technicals, right? So you spend good amount of time on watching a lot of videos on YouTube, trying to understand how, you know, the strategy works. You come up with a system, you come up with a whatever concept that you try to trade for the market, and you start trading and you start looking at the chart, everything seems going good, you're actually even making money, and you feel like you're all the way over the top. But as soon as you jump on the live trading, or particularly in a prop firm, you're burning everything out. Now what actually happens over here, right, is that you're missing out a very key important fact. On a live trading, you are literally bringing something way stronger than your technical, and that thing is your emotions. And what happens is that when you trade demo account, emotions, they don't play any role. They don't play any role at all. The only role it plays in yourself is just the trading technical. So you try to see if whatever you have learned is actually working or not. But once you start getting confidence with that, and once you starting saying that actually the technical part is working, what you start doing on the live account is that once you get in there, for some reason, unknown reason, you start actually working with your emotion, right? State of emotion. Now, this is very dangerous, because if you are jumping, and that's where I see a lot of people blowing up the account, if you're jumping from demo account to prop firm account, right? Most of the people, they blow up because they literally miss out this specific training point, the live trading account. And yes, you can say prop firm is a live trading, but I personally see live trading on a whole different level than just prop account, which I'll be explaining to you, and which will be part of the solution for you to avoid all your problems. Now what's happening is basically when you are in a live trading, you're trading, you automatically yourself goes into emotional state. So at that point, maybe 80% of the game becomes literally emotions, and only 20% it goes to your technical. And that at that point, when you start taking losses, you freak out and you start blaming your strategy. But let me tell you that it's not about strategy, it's not about emotions, it's not about money. It's always about a structured mindset. So your mindset has to be prepared to really understand what are the structure and the mechanical approach that you should be taking for each of these specific steps. And the reason why I'm saying why you should not trade prop firm, because if you jump from demo to prop firm, I guarantee you with 90% probability you're going to blow up your account. But if you follow what I'm about to show you and I'm about to explain it to you, that will definitely help you to understand why prop firm is not something you should be touching it. So first thing first is that this is exactly what you should be doing, right? Is that when you get to demo account, hold on, let me just take over here. When you get to demo account, right, you have to do your best to master and take the confidence on each side of the trading from a technical point of view, whether it's your stop loss, whether it's your entry, whether it's your, I don't know, direction, and all of that. Now once this is secured, right, before we jump directly to the prop firm, we want to go to the live trading. And when I say live trading, is usually about you even having a small account of, let's say, $50, $100, £100, £50, wherever you're from, right? And what happens in that process is that when, let's say even a very small capital, let's say you start with a £50 account or a $50 account, right? So if you start with this, what's going to start happening is that if you start risking 1% of this or 2% of this, whatever on the market, trust me on this, you're going to start feeling your strong emotional attachment to the money, right? So if you're risking, for example, let's say $100, right, and you put 1% of your account, so in this case it becomes $1, I can promise you, even though even the $1 seems pretty small, that will trigger a lot of emotions. So at that point, once these emotions get triggered, what's going to happen is that you will start making a lot of mistakes. Okay, now why these mistakes are important? Because these mistakes that you're gonna start making, from a live account doing and losing this type of money will help you to understand what are the different type of emotional triggers, right, you have or develop while you are putting money online. Okay, so what I mean is that, let's say you have issue with FOMO, right? Or let's say you have issue with fear of missing out, right? Sorry guys, my drawing is not the best, but yeah, fear of missing out. And every time that you start taking these trades, and every time you're taking these losses, every time you start understanding what are the emotional mistakes you're making, right? Thanks to this live trading, you have now the opportunity to dissect each of these emotional issues that you're facing and try to solve them. So your overall intention is that from your technical side, from your demo account, right, you need to master your technicals. So you need to build confidence with your demo account. But from a live account perspective, there's nothing to do anymore with the technical. Right now, the only thing that matters the most is just mastering your emotions. And obviously mastering emotion, it requires a lot of processes and steps, which I've broken down in some prior videos, or I actually help a lot on my one-to-one session with that, especially talking about how to structure trading journal, why trading journal matters, and how to use properly. If you guys are interested on the one-to-one, the link is somewhere in bio. But going back to over here, once you understand the emotions and you can take control of that, you start building this confidence. This plus this, so confidence from technical, right? So let me bring this over here. Sorry, hold on. From here, hold it down there. Confidence from your technical analysis and plus the emotions mastery that you develop thanks to your live session will help you to start moving slowly towards the pro form. However, you're not going to be mastering that yet. Why? Because there's something else very important that you still have to develop. Once you master your technicals and you master your emotions, the main and the last part of the triangle that I always say is about mindset. Okay, now why I'm saying mindset, because look, if you jump on a 10K account, or you start, like, I know a lot of people, they start with 50K, with 100K account. Let's be real, right? You want to start with 50K account? Tell me something. Do you even have 50K on your account? Like, do you even have 50K on your bank balance? So do you even understand the value, right? Or the mindset required for you to handle this 50K? Like, let's be real. Do you have the guts, the energy, the focus, the mindset, the sharpness in order for you to say, okay, I'm going to be taking a trade, right? And I'm going to be losing, I don't know, 2K in 2 minutes because I'm taking a scalping trade. Like, bro, 2K is a salary of so many people. They make this money even like what, in a 30-day span, like in a month, right? And you're losing that what, in like 10 minutes. Do you really think that your mind, the state of mind, is actually ready for something as that? Like, do you really think you can do that? Like, just let's be real. I'm not criticizing anyone. It's not a negative feedback whatsoever. I want you guys to think deeply why actually mindset matters. Now, that's the reason why I say that instead of jumping like crazy on 50K, 100K whatsoever, try to get yourself, right, with a 10K account or a 5K account or a 2K account, right? The smaller the account, better it is for you. Why? Because then slowly, and this is the same exercise you do, right, is that you start training your mindset. You start understanding, right, how to properly embrace losses and profit coming out from a larger account. So 2K, then you move to 5K, then let's say you go to 10K, and so on. Okay, so to summarize everything that I said so far, you need your demo, right? Trade your technicals the right way. Then you need your live account with $50 to $100 to trade your emotions. Okay, and lastly, not least, taking your prop firm, right? Not starting huge, starting small, slow, step by step, trading your mindset. So you need to train their mindset. Once all these three are combined, and guys, let me tell you, that's not an easy journey. Okay, when these three are combined, I can promise to you that it's going to be your first step towards your profitability. Okay, like literally consistency and profitability is a big chunk of work that will help you to be where you want to be in the future. Now, I know it's not an easy thing to do because every single step has a very specific requirement and every single step need a very structured and mechanical approach. That's the reason why I have a private community mentorship where I literally help everybody understand through my system and strategy how to accomplish every single one of these steps. So if you guys are interested, the link is somewhere in the bio. But despite that, I can encourage every single one of you guys to start watching this series that I'm doing recently about mindset, emotions, and technicals, right? I break down a lot because people need to understand that in trading, we don't have any randomness at all. All you require is having a systematical and mechanical approach to the market. And by having a systematical and mechanical approach to the market on a continuous basis will help you to conquer your ultimate goal.